Hi and welcome back to another episode podcast for Jobs for Grads, and I'm Jenny. Today we're here with Edward, who is a residential DJ at Club VLV. Is that right?
Yes, I am a resident DJ with Club VLV.
Cool. Okay, so could you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
My name is Edward. This year I turned 25. I've been in the music industry for 6 years. I started off as a musician and now I'm a DJ. And I DJ under the name EKO.
Cool. So that's spelled EKO.
Yes.
So is it safe to say that your main passion is DJing?
My main passion is not DJ. My main passion is music.
Okay.
That is where I find the most joy in. I've done many different jobs in this industry. I started as a performer at 18, playing guitar and singing on stage with bands and even myself. At 22, I started learning how to be an audio engineer, where I eventually became an audio engineer for a few clubs and worked with a few major festivals in Singapore. And right now, I work as a resident DJ and an audio engineer with VLV Club.
Cool. So if you don't mind me asking, what did you study back in the day?
Well, I have a diploma in mass communications and I have a degree in public relations and media communications. I understand it is a far cry from what I would do now, but the career transition that made me turn away from public relations into entertainment happened when I was 22, and I decided that I had enough of my clients and I wanted to do something that made me happy, that could make people happy. And so I entered into the entertainment industry full time.
Changing from public relations to DJing, like how was the transition like?
It was very different because the hours are very different and the entire job scope is different. As a DJ, you aim to entertain. As a public relations professional, what you do is you manage crisis, not damage crisis, apologies. You manage crisis. You help people, you teach people how to talk to press, teach people how to solve their issues and how to make better relations. Of course, as a DJ, that's what you do, but through DJing, you do it through music, but as a public relations professional, you do it through words, press interviews, and other such techniques. The main difficulty that I had transiting was the steady income. Anytime you change an industry, or anytime you go into any form of creative work, there's always that 6-month gap where you will definitely not earn any money at all. And that was the hardest part for me. I was working as a sound technician, an audio technician, but it did not really stabilize my income because audio work is always very, it comes, but it's not that often.
Okay, so what was it about music that you liked? That you wanted, that you thought was, okay, this is something I might want to do for a living for the rest of my life-ish?
Growing up, I went through a lot of issues. I went through a lot of troubles because I grew up overseas. Coming back was really difficult for me to adjust. People are not kind when they're young. Kids are assholes. I think we all know that. But the thing is, music was the salvation and music helped me. Music saved me. And in turn, I wanted to help other people. It was my goal when I was young to make people happy. So music was the quickest way to do that, and I decided to pursue that instead.
So was it difficult when you were initially still trying to break into the DJ industry to find jobs? Like, how bad was it?
Oh, it was terrible. Everyone and anyone with a computer can be a DJ these days. That myself included. Which is how I started, with a computer and a controller. But a lot of the work I got as a DJ actually came from my work as an audio engineer, because my connections in the industry as an audio engineer got me with the right people who were looking for DJs who they liked. And even though they didn't really know me that well yet, but they knew me as a person, not as a DJ, so they would give me a try I think that was the most important part. Like all these people in the industry of higher position than I was would give me these opportunities because they knew me back then as an audio engineer, and I did good work as an audio engineer. So they gave me an opportunity to DJ, and because they liked my music, they kept paying me, and eventually I turned it into a career.
So it's all about getting in contact with the right people.
Of course, but your skills do play a part. You have to work very hard to build your foundation of skills. But then that's just the first half. Getting to know the right people to give you the opportunities is also extremely important. You have to work on your people skills. Your relationships with people in your industry is what really will push you a lot further. Your skills will bring you there about 70%. The last 30% to success is really about your people skills. And if you don't work on your people skills, you won't be able to develop more career opportunities. Ultimately, this is a creative industry. It is an entertainment industry. You have to entertain. But if you do not please the right people, I think please is the wrong word. If you do not connect with the right people, you will never get the opportunities to entertain.
Okay, so if any of you have listened to our previous interviews, you would realize that Edward is referring to the same thing that Miss Ambiga was, is that you need good communication and public relations with people in order to get what you want. If you are looking into any industry or finding any jobs, like, it is important to know how to talk to people. So Edward, would you like to add on to that?
Yes, I think your counselor is extremely correct. While I said earlier, like, I got places because I know the right people. Knowing the right people isn't enough. You have to know how to talk to these people and how to connect with these people. Ultimately, your relationships will further your career. It's not as simple as just knowing the right people and being good at what you do. You have to make them like you. You know, that's how you get careers. Like, some people would say, oh, that's brown nosing or sucking up to people. No, if you suck up to people, people know. You have to be sincere, you have to be genuine, you have to know what you're doing and be good to people, genuinely good to people, and then people will help you. Because ultimately, if between you and some other guy, if the guy is going to give you an opportunity and he likes that other guy better, and even though you're better than the other guy, he's going to give it to the other guy because the other guy fits better with his chemistry. Skills can be acquired. Techniques can be learned, foundations can be built, but chemistry and relationships, that's extremely important if anyone wants to be successful in any industry.
So, what are you referring to when you say the right jobs?
The jobs that you're trained for, the jobs that we spend 3 years in Polytechnic, 4 years in university to train for, the industries that we want to be professionals in, the things we love to do. I think a lot of people, they see the glamour of the work they want to do, but they don't want to put in the hard work. I'll take a very good example. My senior is a radio presenter with 987. Her name is Sonia Chu. She worked very hard to get there, and she went through a lot of issues, and Sonia doesn't even have personal time anymore, to my knowledge. And people don't see that. All people see is the beautiful smiling girl on TV, that amazing voice that's on radio. They don't see the amount of hours she puts in, you know, or the hours that she had to put in to do weekend duties at the radio station, or the traveling, or the insane shoot hours she has for her videos. Another example that I can bring up would be Joshua Simon, who is a radio DJ with, I think, Kiss 92. Yeah, Kiss 92. He worked damn hard for that. And many years, many people told him he couldn't make it, but he did, and he got in. And he's one of the best right now. So a lot of people, even when they are given the right opportunities, they give up too early because it's really tough to do what you love. You only want to do the things you like. That's not how the world works. So if you ask me, I think I'm going to sound really old saying this, but the younger generation needs to suck it up and realize the world isn't fair, and difficult things come with the easy things. If you want to do the things you love, do the things you hate first. And then when you get to the position that you can, you'll be more than free to do the things you love.
So we've heard that you also have your own tracks written, mixed, and all of that. So could we feature it on the podcast?
Yes, you can. Yes, you definitely can. This song that you will be playing after I say these things. It's called Imagining You.
Okay.
It was written at a very difficult point of my life. My ex-girlfriend had just left the country a few months prior, and I was seeing some other girl, and it was a very toxic relationship. And I placed how I felt about that girl into this song. And the irony is that it sounds really folksy and happy, but the lyrics are different.
Cool. Alright, so we'll take a break and we're gonna listen to Edward's song Imagining You.
Sometimes I think of you. You make me feel like I'm such a fool. Sometimes I dream of you. You appear in my head like it's some sort of rule. And I don't know why I try, even though I know it's of no use. I don't know what to do, 'cause I'm acting like a dog who's loose. I'm pretty sure I'm lost, and I'm pretty sure you're not. But if you look to me, I know what to do. Maybe it's how I lose.
That was a really beautiful song. So where else can we find you on, Edward?
You can find me on Facebook. Go search up EKO MUSIC Echo Music SG, and you can like my Facebook page. I have my mixes there. You can also find me on Instagram at the same handle. And if you like, you can actually follow the other DJs that I work with at DJ Center. That's DJSENTER.
So thank you so much, Edward, for being with us here today. It was a privilege to have you. And we are Jobs for Grabs, and stay tuned for our next podcast.